Dr. Giggles is about a crazy doctor going back to his hometown to terrorize the neighborhood. Hey everybody, as you can see, I'm continuing a one and done. Now this is a movie I have heard of for a long time, but this is actually my first time ever checking it out. Let's get right into the likes and the dislikes. Now starting off with the likes, it's got to be the main villain, Dr. Giggles here, played by Larry Drake, who always plays a great villain, at least what I've seen him in. The only credits I really remember seeing him other than this movie, because this is my first time seeing this one, was Darkman 2, and then he also played a crazy Santa Claus in an episode of Tales from the Crypt, I think from season 1. And I would say if it's not my favorite episode, which sometimes it's go back and forth between that and another episode, this would at least be my second favorite episode. But him playing this crazy doctor is just, I just love it. I mean, it works because he is crazy, he's psychotic, but he's also funny, he's hilarious, he has this unique laugh about him. I love his dialogue, these one-liners before he's about to kill somebody. He's hamming it up, which a movie like this, you need to ham it up. I mean, if you took this movie seriously, you'd be falling on your face from the first second that this movie actually opens. It's just, that's why you need to have it as this movie was when it came to Larry Drake, and he was perfect casting to play this crazy doctor. He's also very relentless when he needs to be. I mean, he's more funny than scary, but there are moments of being scary with this guy, but he's very relentless. Sometimes I think of him as like Jason Voorhees. He just keeps coming back and trying to go after that final girl. Or I guess you could even say Michael Myers with Jamie Lee Curtis too. A few other actors I want to talk about, and they're actually partners. Is an older gentleman and a younger gentleman. They're cops, as I just mentioned, that they're partners. I really like their acting whenever they come on screen. It's like, oh good, we actually got some other great actors just like Larry Drake's villain. We got a couple heroes here that I really do like. I mean, the older guy is kind of that cliche, just older cop. I've seen so much, and almost like I feel like I'm too old for this shit kind of stuff, but I still like him. It's the younger cop that I really do like a little bit more, but again, they bounce off each other very well. I will definitely say that this was directed very well. I really do like the simple story of just this crazy doctor coming back to his own hometown, and there's a little bit more to it, so I'm kind of keeping this movie still mysterious, even for an older movie like this, which is like, what, over 30 years old, but I don't want to give it away. But I definitely do enjoy the reasons why he comes back. I think that the second half of this movie definitely picks up so much better than the first half of this movie. The first half feels like it's a little slow, and there is a particular scene where I can definitely tell you where it actually hits. It's actually a House of Mirrors scene. It's freaking awesome. When they actually get going into this here with some of your main characters and the crazy doctor, that's where it starts hitting for me all the way until going into the end credits that I really did like. Moving on to the dislikes, well, the big thing I want to talk about is the rest of the cast. They're okay at best. I don't even really have a whole lot to say about each one, so I'm probably just going to fly through this here. But you got your main character, Jennifer, who anytime that she opens up her mouth, it's just a snooze fest. It's boring. I'm not interested in this character. I wish this was a better character that we could follow, but this is who we got, and I really don't personally care for her. You got her father, who at least tries and fails. Maybe does a couple good lines from the script, and then the rest of it just feels like he falls on his face. You got the father's girlfriend, who is just nothing but a big jerk, and when she gets to her, whenever she actually does get killed, in a pretty decently messed up way, I'm actually satisfied with that there. The main character's boyfriend, again, he's another one I don't really care about. His acting is just bad. Best way of saying it there. And then you got the cliche old lady neighbor who, again, don't even really care that much there. There's actually a decent amount of scenes in here, not the entire movie, thank God, but a decent amount of scenes where it's very dark. Yes, I don't mean about the subject matter, just unfortunately it felt like that they didn't have any lighting on set on a couple of these. I don't know if these were like reshoots and they didn't have any money, so they couldn't even use like a lamp or something. But I know there was a couple times where you have a couple characters, like the two police officers talking in the locker room, and you barely could see their face. There was at least one or two other times it happened in, I think, an abandoned building, which actually would probably make more sense. There'd be no lights there. And I think also at the father's house, I think there ended up being one where it was just like, how come he doesn't have any lights on? You know, what, you forget to pay the electric bill or something. So I kind of hate whenever it's like you can't really hardly see their face. So who knows the reasons behind that there. Then another big thing is when it came to the kills, there were a lot of cutaway kills, which really sucks. For a movie like this, I really wish that we saw the kills and not just the aftermath and all that. There are a lot of them, even with the father's girlfriend was an aftermath one, but you kind of, you know, they showed what weapon was going to be used, which I really did like about that there. But then all of a sudden the camera would just pan right and just show Dr. Giggles or show a wall and maybe some blood splatter, that kind of thing. So that kind of sucked it. Almost for like the first hour when someone died, they really didn't actually show anything. So it was almost like pretty much all of it was going into Act 3. Same thing with the gore, with the blood. They really didn't show that much for a while, which sucked. Like they left everything for Act 3, and then it kind of felt like, to a point, a gore fest that was actually, you know, satisfying enough. So yes, I really did enjoy that there, but it just seemed like it took a very long time. Dr. Giggles, I am gonna go 2.5 out of 4 stars. I really wanted to love this movie. I like it, but unfortunately I didn't get a chance to love it like I thought. But what did you think about this movie here? Give me a comment down below. We shall discuss it. I will see you guys in the next video here. And by the way, what do you think about this? Do you kind of like the up and down here, or do you kind of like the regular? I'd be kind of curious what your opinion is on that there. See you guys in the next video. Bye.